Hi guys, my name is Alyssa. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick tutorial on how to choose a foundation for day-to-day look. This is Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation, and it's in the shade Macadamia. Now this was a bit too light for me. I do recommend getting, if you're like my skin tone, like a shade a little bit darker. What I used to do, I used to wear it as under eye concealer to brighten, and then I wear Bare Minerals Bare Pro in Silk 14. Silk 14 is my color, but it's my color in the dead of summer. So I was having a lot of tough issues. It's like I have the type of skin where I'm really fair in the winter and I'm just like dark. Like, oh, that's when I'll get the questions, are you Filipino and stuff in the summer, and then in the winter people think I'm white. Anyways, so it's springtime, so I'm more in between. I've been at the beach a few days, so I'm like right in between. It's very it's a delicate balance. Anyways, this gives you so much coverage, it's not even funny. A little bit goes a long way. I use it now the way I used to wear and I just can't afford it. I just need to go back to Sephora and buy it, or Ulta. The IT Cosmetics like corrector concealer, not the actual concealer like the tube. It's like called CC cream. So there's concealer, which is not CC cream. There's BB cream, which is lotion mixed in with a little bit like tinted lotion. So it has like foundation, but not like it doesn't stay in place. That's what I tend to use for summer, but even then, that's pretty oily. For summer, this will stay all day long and it will absorb any. I have an immensely oily face. It's hard for me because my T-zone is oily as possible. Like my nose is the worst, but right here it's all really, really, really dry. Really dry. Like I use mountains of lotion and I still have to go back and do more. Same with my cheeks. So I have like really combination skin, like oil wise and like shade wise. So I'm always in between on stuff. I'm always either getting this or getting this. So this is for someone who lives in like California where it's like, snowing in the winter and then triple digits in the summer for like 3 solid months. So, I mean, I guess I could do a little bit of a swatch. How I apply this is I apply this onto my cheeks and then just blend it with a beauty blender. Now, what I've learned is it does really matter if you dampen your beauty blender. And I didn't know that. This isn't a beauty blender. This is like some knockoff, like TJ Maxx blender. I have the whatever it's called. It's not it. It's oh my god, what's that other ridiculous? Doesn't matter. I have the one that everyone buys, the orange one. Everyone buys that because it's affordable and it works no problem. So that is what I do in the winter. And in terms of concealers, oh my god, I don't even know where to start. I've tried this Philosophy, which I really like. I've tried Urban Decay. I even have the Urban Decay color corrector. Don't recommend it, but then again, I might not know how to use it properly because I feel awkwardly orange, like everyone says. But apparently you're supposed to dab it and then set everything. To be quite honest with you, I'm honest on this channel. I haven't had the time to sit there and dab and then dab and then dab. These tutorials are for makeup. These makeup tutorials are for women who are on the go. They have to be at work every single day, whether or not you're in a hurry because you're a barista and a student, or you work at a grocery store and you have long, exhausting shifts and you got to be there early in the morning, or you're a teacher, lawyer, whatever, and you want to look professional, but you don't want to look like a lot of the tutorials that are out there that are just really excessive. So what I'm using now, which I really like, is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. It is really creaseless, and a little goes a long way. So just dab along on there. I've been wanting to try Tarte for so long. amount of coverage because I have really heavy bags. Obviously, I tried the color I ride my bike all day, and no one ever put sunscreen on me, recommended that I put on sunscreen. But then we'd go to like the lake, and I would wear sunscreen. It's weird how we do that to our kids. Like they could play outside all day in like triple digit heat, but don't let them go to a lake without sunscreen, you know? We tend to have our what we consider to be, oh, the time to put on sunscreen, but when really we're discovering, especially with the depletion of the ozone, that you should wear sunscreen all the time to protect your skin. I hear it's destroying the coral reefs, but you know, I don't know what to say about that. So we're gonna rub it in, rub it in, rub it in, and then you can get a little bit in that lid if you want to too. Anyways, yeah, that's the philosophy. I think it's a bit too light for my face right now because I've already gotten some sun and now my face looks a bit bright. So I'm a little bit more of the tart tone. But this stuff, when I went in, I wanted to try it. The girl swatched it on me, and then she actually tried it on my face. She said the best way to try concealer is just to put it on. You just have to do it. And unfortunately, I wasn't wearing makeup. I saw it and I was like, this is it. This is for me. That's a lot for a brush, and does it really give me the coverage that I need? Does it really like help blend everything out more like everyone says? You know, yada yada yada. And in my next video, I'm going to go ahead and go over contouring, which is something that I never thought I'd do given my face the way it is, but I'm getting older and chubbier, and I have a chubby face and I have this chin, versus bronzer. You do not contour with bronzer. And all of those concealer packs that they are bronzer contouring packs that they try and sell that has like 6 different tones. The dark tone is supposed to be your bronzer. The light tone, you're supposed to contour with something that is 1 shade darker than you to give you a shadowy look. The time that they use dramatic brown, like concealer or powder or anything like that, is when it's like a photo shoot. You're not going to be out in the sun. Do you really think that you're going to look good with brown streaks on your nose and brown streaks on the top of your forehead when you go out and you're in the sunlight? No. Like, I'm here to tell you, sister, no. No, 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 no. And again, no. So that covers it for my foundation that I've tried. I know there's a ton out there. There was one that my friend used to buy that you like carve off and stuff. Sometimes it's just fancy packaging. It's not like anything that applies like differently. But if you have oilier skin, powder all the way. If you have really, really, really oily skin, or you live in a really hot climate, then I recommend that Bare Essentials, which I can't find right now, the Pro. That's all one step. It looks like a compact, but it's actually like, it's everything in one. With that, just to protect your skin from any damage, I wouldn't even really use primer with that. It applies that well. So it's one step, some concealer, that, and maybe even spritz your face if you're really feeling ambitious, and go. Because that one is going to absorb all your oil throughout the day and your sweat. Personally, it gets so hot here that I don't wear full foundation in the summer heat, which I will do foundationless tutorials as well. I know a lot of amazing makeup artists who have never done foundation. JK never does foundation. If it's winter, like here where I live, the dead of winter, it freezes sometimes. So if it's the dead of winter and you have slightly oily skin, it's fine to use something like this. Just make sure you put a setting powder or spray, and I carry along with me little those little oil absorbing I don't have them on me, but you guys know what I'm talking about, the blotting paper. The blotting paper, they sell it literally anywhere now. They sell it. I used to just buy it exclusively at Target, but they sell it anywhere now. Set that, and you're good for the rest of the day. And then throughout the day, blot it as need be. Yeah, any questions down below, any comments about foundations, let me know. I have not tried Clinique's new formula. I know they have new bottles. They have millions of more new options. I have never tried Jeffree Star. I'd like to try Jeffree Star's foundation. I have never tried a lot of the brands that are at Sephora or Ulta. I've only tried the main big brands, like Old Clinique, Laura Mercier. I've never tried any of Bobbi Brown's products, so if you want something like that. Oh, drugstore. I don't use drugstore foundation. Yeah, sorry. I just don't recommend it, because every girl that I know that has drugstore foundation, her skin is ruined. Sure, you could clean it out at the end of the day, but that stuff absorbs into your skin. I know I sound bougie, but I don't care. Don't use it. Like, if you're young and you're like, but I like makeup and I like drugstore and I'm not rich, then you don't need foundation. Like, even if you have like slightly flawed skin, like, maintain what you have. Take all that money and put it towards other things, or save up and buy a nice cream, SPF, maintain what you have. Do not put, I mean, like, concealer is important. It layers your skin. If you're young and you don't need it, don't get it. If you have splotches like me that you don't like, get some CC cream, something. If you are young, stay away from drugstore foundation. Just don't do it. There's some of them that really look like good on people's skin tones, and if you want to go out that night, maybe you really want a clean look, fine. But for day-to-day use, I would not put any of that stuff on my skin. That's just me. Thanks.